So here's my personal things that I make sure I travel with. Now, I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm here in the desert, but I had to fly to Chicago this weekend. So I flew with my hat, I flew with my scarf, I flew with my gloves, and I don't have it right here, but I flew with my umbrella. So these are just your personal things because you never know a city's climate and what it's going to be. Take an umbrella. It rained cats and dogs in Chicago. Or take a poncho because I like having my hands free. You know, with the umbrella, you're already carrying all this stuff, and with the umbrella and trying to do all this and dropping your flyers and all that in a puddle of water. So a poncho is cool. So pack you a poncho. Again, you can get it from the dollar store. Pack you a nice little umbrella. I was going to the Windy City. I cannot risk being sick, guys. I cannot, for my home and my business, I can't risk it. So I pack my hat, I pack my gloves, I pack my scarf, I pack my Airborne with probiotic. You know, I'm getting ready to change weather. You know, I'm coming from the heat in the desert. Shannon Harper, it always seems to rain during the cavalcade, but we still have fun. We had more than fun. It was amazing. So again, you never know the climate change, what the weather's going to be like, and you're going to be on the plane, all those germs. You're going to be shaking a lot of hands. You're just going to be around people. Make sure your immune system is right. Y'all, what good is the money if you can't spend it? You had laid up in the hospital somewhere. So I always bring these things as preventative maintenance. I make sure, you know, a couple of days before I'm getting ready to head out on the plane, I've got these in my system. I make sure I'm good on my vitamins. I carry my vitamins with me. I always carry launchers for my throat. These are the serious ones, but I will get those little, what are they called? The little Lutens that my kids will eat like candy, just to keep my throat moist. You're going to be doing a lot of talking, a lot of pitching, being repetitive, dry mouth. I already said bring your mints, but for your throat as well. Again, at that Chicago weather, I didn't know how it was going to be. I knew it was going to be rainy. I didn't get sick. I didn't start coughing. I didn't get a sore throat. I do preventative maintenance. I don't wait on an itchy, scratchy throat. I carry eye drops with me as well. I don't have them right here, but I always carry my eye drops with me as well. So, and I took all this stuff. And I always make sure I'm traveling with my little pack of Alka-Seltzers day and night. You know, you don't want to take the nighttime ones during the day and you know, up vocal, trying to be vocal and you know, attentive to the readers, but at this cavalcade, y'all, it didn't matter. We was up. We were just up. It didn't matter what I took. And then last but not least, this isn't last. Actually, I have one more thing. But I always carry my little lotion, too. Because you're doing a lot of shifting. You're doing a lot of moving, especially if it's cold. Your hand's going to get a little, you know, bringing your stuff in. And when you're autographing that book, sometimes people will take a picture of you autographing their book. Photographers, especially on set, they will take pictures of you autographing your book. So the last thing you want is some little crusties, look like you just made homemade biscuits and all the flour is still, you know. So carry your little lotion with you. Everybody knows I love Mary Kay. I think in every last one of my books, either somebody's a Mary Kay representative or they're wearing the Mary Kay, but I always have my little hand lotions to make sure you're going to get me autographing your book and put it all over social media. It's going to be right. It's going to be right. So carry your little lotion. Last but not least, state sales tax. Yes, authors. Did you know in most of those states you're going to do your book signings in, you're supposed to pay state sales tax on each and every book you sold. I did an event. I did the book fair at I did the Baltimore Book Festival, and they require you to pay sales tax. So whenever I'm going into a different city or state, I always try to research their requirements first to see if I have to pay the sales tax, and then I adjust my book prices accordingly. Okay. but they will come shut you down. Some of these states are serious. If they know an event is going on where products and merchandise are being sold, they will come in there and shut you down. So I always like to have my paperwork in order. Some event planners who are really, really, really on top of their game, they will send you all of this information. They will say, in our state, vendors, you are required to pay a fee, a sales tax. Those conference hosts and planners who are really on top of it, and they're not just trying to get your money so that you can sponsor and pay for their entire conference, but they really want to see you win and they don't want to see your business come get shut down. They're going to let you know, in our state, you have to pay a sales tax on your book. Here's the form. This is to let you know if your book costs this, how much. Fill out the form, pay your taxes before you leave, or mail it. Do what you need to do. But authors, most of these cities and states you're hopping to and fro, selling your book, they are requiring state sales tax. So you just want to make sure you're covered. I know some authors, because I'm always watching a webinar. I'm always at somebody's conference. I'm always, studying under somebody else, and it has happened. They will come shut you down. So I don't want to build my book business and my literary empire only for Uncle Sam to not only crush my business, but crush my dreams. So that's the last thing, last but not least. If the city or state you're selling your books out of requires a state sales tax or requires you have a license to sell in their city or state, some of them do. So make sure you fill out all the necessary paperwork that is going to allow you to be in that town selling merchandise so that you can pay the taxes on it. And you can adjust your prices accordingly, okay? We are allowed to charge taxes, authors. You do know that. Yeah, we give away those deals and we don't typically add the tax, but if we're being held accountable for the tax, then you want to definitely. A lot of times I'll eat taxes myself. I'll just pay the taxes. And even when I'm using my Square or I'm accepting credit card, to me accepting a credit card is a convenience for me. I'm one of those people who I don't say, since you're paying with a credit card, it's going to cost you $2 more. Since you're paying with a credit card, it's going to cost you 4% more. I don't do that. That's a convenience to me. And what I'm not going to do is make my customer pay for my convenience. I don't ever want to go to Walmart or any mom and pop store on the corner, buy my Snickers, Doritos, and Coke, and whip out my credit card to pay, and they say, okay, well, you got to pay extra 4% since you're using a credit card. I mean, I get the whole $10 minimum. I'm good with that. But it's a convenience for you that I'm whipping out a credit card and you're making a sale with me. So I do not make my clients pay for convenience. When you purchase one of my literary services, when you purchase one of my books, when you purchase a ticket to the Path to Publishing Act Like an Author, Think Like a Business conference being held September 2018 here in the still fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, I don't charge you a convenience fee. Yes, I'm being charged a convenience fee. If you pay $10 for something, I'm not getting the entire $10. Square's taking their cut. PayPal's taking their cut. Whoever's taking their cut. That's a convenience for me. I don't put that on my client and my customer and my reader. So any of you out there who charge for your services and you tax on that little convenience fee or you tax on that extra charge because Square or PayPal is taking it from you, rethink customer service. That's poor customer service. Again, that's just my opinion. But to me, it's poor customer service when you put what's a convenience to your business on your customer or your reader. So, I'm done, y'all. I'm done, y'all.